Now a handoff here to his running back. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
Looking to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carried from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play. Talk about controlling the football and controlling the drive. And with runs like that, they'll continue to do exactly that.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're 1st place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Hey, shoot!
These two teams all tied after one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll go with Hill here on 1st down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They run again on 1st down. Chubb trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
90 Wolf. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And it's complete. Henry. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go again. 6-6, full time. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On third down, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready? 30 base. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. You gonna take hard. You got now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's stuff.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 20-yard line.
That's what I do. Hey, ball.
They'll start the drive with Hill. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, Trubisky. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. Looking deep down. And got his man. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down, Brooklyn.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They'll set up to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 46-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And a Brooklyn first down.
Ready up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, stand up. He's checking. Crash. Now.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Back to throw here. He finds Robinson. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Nice touchdown, baby.
Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They don't give it here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Set, ready? 15, line. 15, line. 54. That's the run. That's the run. That's the run. Hey, check 24. Bravo. Mike 54. 5.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check 99. Check 99. Look at me. Go.
Back to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Let's go now. 10 logo.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away. And look at this. This is a good one.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Now it's Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Back now here on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Trubisky. It's Jet football, but they trail here. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Samson Abukum in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
There goes a deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles. And I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive back.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hey, team 6. 21, check right 21. Watch the run. Let's go. Ready?
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Check it back.
2nd and 15. And the catch made by Johnson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Slam, slam, slam. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He completes it to Henry. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks.
First down, Brooklyn.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw here on first down. Complete. It's Johnson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
2nd and 9 now. And caught by Henry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
He'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Maurice Hurst in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Back to throw. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Back to throw. That's complete to John Ross. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. That's now his second interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And to give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that takes us from second to third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often. But you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't fit